So walking away, beating a murder charge, you know, doing the time, still being on probation. Like what do you think that, you know, you've changed about your life to make sure that you don't go back in here?
Well, I don't do drugs anymore. That's what I went to jail for: third offense, marijuana, and a firearm. So, you know, I don't do drugs no more. I'm more focused, man. Drugs lead to all kind of other bad consequences that come with that. You know, I'm not breaking no rules. I'm drug free. All I want to do is, you know, focus on my career, and you know, I don't hang around certain people anymore. My circle's small. I'm around positive people, but everything is instilled in me not to get in trouble anymore. Like, it's instilled in me that I'm not going back to that place. So anything negative ain't nothing negative come around me. Anybody who know me, you can't bring drugs around me. You can't bring none of this stuff around me. So as long as I keep this mentality, I'm gonna be successful, and I'm gonna stay out of trouble.
They caught you with weed, with marijuana?
Right. It was third offense marijuana. It was since I was 18. I maybe then got caught with a blunt 3 times. You know, a blunt 3 times, and I get 10 years. 10 years, 6 suspended. You know, now you tell me that wasn't a personal vendetta, and never been on paper in my life. I was denied probation. I was denied rehab. I was sent straight to the penitentiary. I don't even like to talk about it. I get mad.
Well, I mean, I'm talking to you right now from California, and I got a medical marijuana card. And I smoked this morning. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty much legal here, and you know what I mean? Does it upset you at all for having to do that much time for something that's legal in, you know, certain places of the country now?
It made me angry because I went to jail so angry, man. I went to jail, man. I was so angry when I went to jail, man. That's why I was doing the stupid acts I was doing, getting drugs in the prison, and every day I was high, man. I was just going through it, man. I was like, damn, I'm not allowed to go to rehab. I'm a user. I like to get high. I ain't get caught with no 20 pounds or trafficking. I got caught with 4 grams. I'm a user. Get me help. I'm not allowed to get help. I'm not allowed to get probation to get another chance. Like, it was crazy, man. I went to jail angry about it.
So, did the other inmates show you a lot of love while you were locked up?
Yeah, I lived like a mafioso down in jail. But I had a couple problems too. Couple fist fights, you know. Man, I was on death row for 2 years fighting the death penalty. So I ran across some crazy dudes. And when you're in that surroundings like that with all those animals, you tend to become somewhat like them, or you will become prey, you know. So I had my run-ins in prison, but just grateful I made it out.
So, I mean, were there basically people hating, knowing that you probably will get out, and when you get out, you're going to be living?
It was basically some people just don't know how to keep their mouth shut and be real. So, you know, that would lead to me getting mad and won't fight them. You know, when in a cell, we can't get to them. I throw piss on them, anything, shit. It's war. You know, that's how it goes. And when I look back at it, I'll be like, damn, how was I brought into a environment like that? But you gotta survive, you know. If you don't survive, you become weak. And I always been strong my whole life on the streets and in prison. And I was a stand-up guy, and people respected me to the fullest, you know. I never messed with nobody out of jealousy or nothing like that, because I don't have that to do. But I just wasn't gonna let nobody play with me. I was just gonna stand up and be a G that I am.
Now, I mean, you ended up beating a murder charge. How tough was it to go through that knowing that you might be hit with a murder?
It was tough, man. At first was the hardest part because, you know, I was indicted for murder, then they was trying to indict me on 7 more murders. And, you know, I was fighting the death penalty for so long. I was on the news channel every other day, man. And bro, it was just crazy, man. It was just some of my women leaving me in prison. Dudes I thought loved me ain't show me no love. It was just crazy. But most part, it was just crazy. Back and forth to court. Got 2-3 drug charges in prison also. So see, after the murder case, I spiraled out of control. Like, man, it don't matter. Whatever. I'm just finna violate. You know, that caused me more pain in the end. You know.
How did it feel when you finally beat the murder charge and you knew that you weren't, you were getting out at that point?
Hallelujah. I wanted to jump up. I just put both of my fists up, and I just thank God that He had brought me through that situation. That was like the big deal with the whole thing, just getting over it. You know, I knew from day one, you know, I was innocent. They ain't had no case on me, but my words came when how big the case was publicized. You know, they making anonymous juries. The juries can't say their name. Like, I'm gonna do something to the jurors, getting the jurors suites to live in while they in the trial. I was just hoping that didn't sway the jury one way. You know.